the Autobahn is not too bad. So that's always a fucking plus. Because when we were going from damn Frankfurt to goddamn Rotterdam, I swear to fucking God, I thought we were gonna fucking die.
This Autobahn is not for the faint of heart.
Yeah, if you do not have the need for speed, then stay the fuck off of it. Because you'll get passed up left and right, and then you'll get in front of trucks that only do like 40, 50 miles an hour. One lane's doing 100, the other lane's doing like 50. It's like, god damn. And then if you get in the lane that does 100, it's stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. Because somebody's always hitting the fucking brakes, trying to get over or get back into that lane. It's terrible. So what I do is, I find a trucker and I stay behind them. Long as you do that, guys, you'll be safe. Just stay behind a trucker. And as you see, we got one car behind us, and it's an old person. So obviously, they feel the same way a young American does. Fucking terrified. But we got 17 kilometers. So I don't know how many miles 17 kilometers is in miles. I don't know. I want to say kilometers are less than miles, but it'll be my luck that kilometers are more than a mile. So it's alright. We'll eventually get there. When it says 17 minutes. So we'll see if we get there in 17. Oh, look at this shit. Woo! That's the shit I'm talking about, man. That shit is fucking scary. I think I just shit myself a little bit. I didn't feel it, but I smell something. Oh, now you're slowing down. Yeah, I will say Germany is a very, very beautiful place. But the one thing that I came to hate is the Autobahn. This is the first time I've ever driven it, and it'll probably be the last. One thing a lot of people don't realize, a lot of the roads in Germany are basically made for horse, buggy, bikes, and walking. You know, so you got so many off-the-rail roads that are just like, is this really a road? Because it's so fucking small. You have a 2-lane road that's literally a fucking 1 lane, and you got people just shooting down that road, and you're just like, oh fuck, we're gonna get hit. I think that trucker slowed down because I got too close. Some of the truckers will do that shit. If you get too close, they'll slow down. But it's like, you're slowing down, so it's like, speed the fuck back up. I'm trying to follow you, buddy. I ain't trying to rob you. And I don't even know what the hell's in that truck. It looks like it's probably one of those goddamn UPS trucks. But it's like an international one. Guys, we are in Viernheim, my hometown. It's been 20 years since I've been here, but I told my girl to grab her GPS, and I'm gonna walk us the way there and see if we can make it. Okay, that scared me. That scared me. We could have turned down that way, but we can still. But yeah, that's the mall. Get a better view of that, but yeah, that's the mall. That's definitely new. I don't know what that is. There used to be a phone booth there, but I don't know what that is now. And I do remember this being here 20 years ago. I do remember that pathway. But 20 years will definitely change a town. Uh-oh, another donor shop. And them things are delicious. I ain't even gonna lie. I had the first one yesterday, and I was a little hesitant because I do not like new food. I do not like trying anything new, but that was definitely delicious. Look at that van. You might as well just cross now. We gotta go this way. Oh man, that's cool. Babe, look at that hotel. That is a cool hotel. I would love to see what those rooms look like. Oh, they got a little balcony. But as you see, it doesn't smell that pissy here. Oh man. But this is definitely cool. Right? Yeah, that hotel back there is definitely unique. And I remember that 20 years ago.
Really?
Yeah. That's been there for a really long time. Construction. And I know somewhere down here should be a school. A shul. Is that how you say a shul? I might be saying it wrong, but it's okay. But very unique. Definitely looks different from America. If one advice I could say for the United States, we need to build our homes better. Because as you see, man, these things are solid stone.
Everything's stone.
And even their fence, some of their fences are even made of stone. Just gotta pay attention because people run you over real quick around here. But yes, this is my grandmother's town. This was a town that I used to come to every Christmas. Every Christmas for almost 18 years. This is where I've been coming. So for you guys that knew every single year I used to come here to Germany for Christmas, this is what it looks like. Because I know back then I didn't take many pictures or videos, if any. Maybe about 5 or 6. And I don't even have those pictures anymore. I think my sister has them, or they got thrown away or lost. Who knows, you know? Oh man, that looks so different. But if it still works the way it did back then, that was the principal's house of the school. But the school before was only one level. It was a lot smaller. That's just kind of crazy how like time just moves. But yeah, I used to pass this every summer, well, every Christmas. And I just used to remember seeing it all the time. Just something unique. But it's just kind of weird that 20 years later, it's different. Yeah, well, things change, right? All right, Germany. What's up with the roundabouts? This thing was never here before and now it's here. Like, I cannot stand roundabouts. So fucking annoying. I feel like it slows down traffic. Maybe I'm wrong because I guess at like a four-way, someone has to stop. But before, this used to be a straightaway. Then the cars coming from this way had to stop. But now it's just fucking confusing. Like, what the fuck? I hate that. And if I remember correctly, somewhere right here used to be a car rental place. It's not there anymore, 20 years later. And that's where I used to exchange my money. There used to be a bank over there next to Mueller or Aldi. I can't remember which store it was, but it was right next to it. But yeah, somewhere right here used to be a car rental place. Unless it's a little further down, but something's telling me it was right here. And of course you can tell all these stones are new. Which I don't like. I like the old stones better. But it's alright. Nothing stays forever, right guys? We all gotta go sometime. Crazy how much things change in one small town. Because usually, because this town right here, you can walk from one side to the other and it won't take you that long. It's very little. But yeah, I remember that. That's been there. I remember whenever I used to walk down this way, that all would block the sun and it'd be a little shady over here. So I remember that. But alright guys. Whoa. Being nosy, being nosy. Alright, I think after we get past this bend a little bit, it should be right there. Alright guys, we found Roma's. I was able to find it on my own. Ain't that awesome? Uh-oh. Y'all see that sign right there? We are on my grandmother's street. Uh-oh.
500 feet on your left.
I already know, babe. I told you it's my grandmother's street. Why are you trying to give me directions? Oh, man. This is pretty wild, man. 20 years. Pretty wild. Oh, that's cool.
What is that?
It's honey.
Huh.
You can buy it. €8 for a thing of honey.
That's not bad.
Uh-oh.
Because honey's expensive.
That's nice. So they must make their own.
It's really nice.
Ah, look, it's Maya the bee. Oh, look at that. That's neat.
Look at that garage.
Yep, guys, this is where I used to play at. Been a long, long time. And you see how far back the properties go, right?
Yeah. That's cool. Not like driveways in America. They're freaking
Yeah, their driveways go deep into their backyards.
tiny. Look at that.
Oh, dang, they tore that house down. Wow, this is wild. Oh, and there goes that house I always remember right there. That is neat. And of course, the bakery at the end of the road is no longer here, which is kind of sad. Uh-oh. There goes my Oma's house.
Where?
Right there.
Right here?
See? I remember that. Oh, they did put a house in the backyard. Look, right there. That's where Klaus used to stay. And that was my Oma's part of the house. And we used to stay in those rooms up there. And I always remember looking out the window and looking at this house right here. Because it always just looked so wild at the time. Wow. That is wild. That is wild. Alright guys, so this picture right here is actually behind the house. There's little steps that go up behind it, and that's it. And that's another picture. Look who that is. That's Chelsea. And that is the back part of that right there. It's on the side. On the side of that. That is wild. And this right here, this picture right here, see if I can show y'all. This picture right here is actually that back there. My Oma and Opa used to have a little, not necessarily a farm, but they had, some animals back there. Chickens, rabbits, all that good stuff. But that's, pretty wild. Of course, you can tell this picture was taken in the wintertime as well. And then, guys, look at this. You see that little wagon wheel right there? It's still there. That is so crazy, right? But of course, the wagon wheel was more up that way. It was up this way. I guess somebody moved it. But that's me. And look how goofy, like, what was I doing? I got chocolate all over my face, holding an ice cream cone that's dripping onto my head or something. Like, I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what I was doing. And this is my Opa. There's a house behind here. Let me see if I can show it to you. And that's the front door to it. Okay. Y'all see that? That is the front door to it. Ain't that wild? But yeah, that's my grandfather. And y'all see this picture, right? This picture was actually taken right there where that satellite is. Y'all see the fence? Of course, it's a different fence though, but that was it. Same location 20 years later. Well, actually, this picture was probably taken in 91, 92, so that's like, what, 40 years? And then my Oma, that was actually taken in that window right there. See, 17. Right there. Ain't that crazy? Crazy. Then of course this picture, but bam, it's that house. Ain't that crazy? The top of it has changed. Of course they painted it. Then of course this picture was inside. Let me see if I can give y'all an idea where this room is at. So this room was, of course, you know, the kitchen area, but it's that window right there. That window right there. That's it. And that was my Oma's kitchen. Or why do I keep saying kitchen? Well, I mean, I guess you'd call it the kitchen, you know, dining area, you know. It's pretty wild, right? Then of course, we got another picture right there. Same area in the house, what I just showed y'all. Then we got this one. Oh man, that's wild, ain't it? And of course, that's how their stoves were. I don't know if it's still like that inside the house, but that's what it used to look like. Uh-oh, there goes one of me passed out. Now this picture is that room, but that room has two rooms, so it's the far back room that this picture was taken in. And as you see the wall curves, it's because of that. Another one of my grandmother. Of course, you can see the stove once again. And this one, it's a little more modern. She updated it a little bit. Not much, but you know, something newer. But yeah, that's that same room I just showed y'all. Now, if y'all see this picture, see, watch, I'll show y'all. My grandma was so happy. My grandma was always a happy person. She always has a smile on her face. But that right there is right there. I don't know why the window looks different. They must have changed the windows or did something. But that's the picture right there. That is so crazy. So crazy. All these years later, and it's like everything is just so different. Like some of the things that you think would be the same are just so different, you know? That's wild. But all right, made it to the church. I don't know if we can go inside, but we can try. Nope. Can't go inside to show you guys. I was gonna try, but huh. Well, the cemetery is down this way. This is the back side of the church. And as you can tell, it is a very, very, very old church. Look at all the crosses in the brick. Isn't that neat?
Yeah.
But that's the back side. And yeah. You do not see stuff like this in America. That is so cool.
That was cool.
But I will say, guys, it smells a little pissy. A little pissy. Someone must have been pissed all over this mess or something, because I smell it.
That's cool looking.
Yo, if that ain't a mechanic shop I ever seen, like, what? That is wild. That is wild. But the thing is, a lot of people will have their business out of the place they live. So someone probably lives there that works there, owns that. And look at this, guys. That is so beautiful. That is so beautiful. Alright guys, I know y'all don't like cemeteries too much, but I came down here to try to find my Opa's grave. And it's kind of sad, man. Because a year after my grandfather was buried, this, I think it's a little girl, can't pronounce her name, but I think that's, yeah, Mona Lisa. So, she passed away a year after my grandfather, and my grandfather was like somewhere right here. So it's just kind of weird that the grave ain't here no more. I know graves in Germany are not permanent, but I just find it a little strange, you know? Like, came all this way to see my grandfather's grave and my grandfather's parents, and it's not here no more. It used to be right here, right in this spot, because it was right across from her. So that is just so weird, you know? And I remember when my grandfather died, we were all in that building right there, and you know, celebrating his death and, you know, remembrance and all that good stuff. So just a little sad that you come all this way, and you can tell the cemetery is not that big. When I was a kid, this thing seemed huge, but it's kind of sad. That's where it was, right here. Because I definitely remember this one, because when I first seen it after a year when we came back to visit my Opa, I seen this and I was like, wow, that's really sad that a little girl passed away, you know? And you could tell, you know, 94. My grandfather died in 93, 92. So maybe a year or two later. So, little strange, guys. Kind of bothers me a little bit, because it's like, what happened to the remains, you know? I hope they didn't like disrespect them, or, you know, it's just not really a good settling feeling knowing that you're gonna be buried, but then it's not permanent. I just feel that's a little rude, you know, kind of like what my dad's doing to me. Oh, you got a place to stay? Oh, no you don't. You know, it's a little fucked up. Excuse my language in the graveyard, but it's a little messed up. But let's head on out. We can find her. If not, I'm gonna leave a picture of me on her door. Just to let her know that I was there. So we'll see how this goes. Now her, I don't exactly know where she lives, so we got that on GPS.
I don't know if we went right, because their blue is right there.
I think it just didn't redirect us. Remember before I was doing this number.
Recenter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just keep walking.
Okay.
Because it said to go down this way, so it's probably gonna take a second for it to redirect.
Head west on Inden Street and toward Kirchenstrasse.
Yep. I was right. Oh man, so definitely different. Sometimes you don't expect a really small town to change a lot, but then when you really think about 20 years, it's like something's going to change within that 20 years, you know? Sometimes you just don't think about it. Good God. Good God, somebody need to manicure this home. Then that home might be abandoned. Crazy. I know, that's wild, ain't it? Got a sunroom up there. That's definitely a nice house, man. Nice house. Looks nicer than what I got. Alright guys, you remember when I was telling you that you could ride ATVs on the road? Check this out. Pretty wild, right? Make sure I don't get ran over. That's wild. That's wild. That is too cool. See, now I wish I could ride one of those on the roads. I would definitely have one of those instead of my truck. Oh, that's so cool. All right, we gotta cross back over. Only because I was being nosy about that ATV. Cause I just find that so unique that you can ride those on the road, you know. Ah, Frankfurt catering service. Oh, there goes that piss smell again. Good God, man, I can taste it. Ugh. Ugh. God damn. Yo, Germany, get some bathrooms. Please get some bathrooms. Man, this is a nice neighborhood, though. Definitely a nice neighborhood.